And we're live, Believe Nation. Our last stream for 2 weeks. No, a week and a half. When do I get back? I think I'm back.
We're back the week.
Yeah, I think we're back on the Monday,
which is like the 30th.
Oh, my Minecraft crashed.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, so no stream tomorrow. We're doing a family thing, and then Monday. I mean, a week Monday would be the next stream. So we got.
Yeah.
Woo! We got some stuff to do. Aman, hey, welcome, Aman. We are Minecrafting. Last stream for just over a week. It's crazy. We have to reset our launch. How you doing, man? Did you change your profile picture? A little bit? Maybe not. Sacredness of Life 1122 says, hey, with double exclamation points. What's up, Sacredness of Life? How you doing? Happy, where am I? Oh, I'm in the nether here. Happy, I don't even know what day it is. Thursday. Happy Thursday. How's the audio level? Oh, I gotta turn myself up here. How's that? More. Max? There. A little less than max.
Fine.
No, little max. That should be good. How's your volumes, Drew?
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, no, you're good. No, that looks good. Well, you sound fine to me, but it's more... I have to check the levels on the stream. I'm confused about something, says Aman. All right, Aman. Well, you show up on time. You're right here ready to go. Let's try to help with the confusion. Can't make any promises, but we'll do our best. Happy Thursday, says Sacredness of Life 1122. What's with the 1122? What's the story, Sacredness of Life? I know there's a story. And what's the logo? Is that an H inside of wings? Looks like it. I like it. Okay, we are at our piglin farm, which turned out to be... hey guys, I told the story in Movie Makers today about the stream, about my lack of decisiveness about building this piglin farm, but we're doing it. That was a good story. Drew got to laugh at me inside the group too, which is fun. Got to share a little bit.
I mean, I didn't laugh that hard at you.
Oh, it's good. I like it. I like being able to tell stories of imperfection. I think it's good. I think it's inspiring. It's my birthday. LOL. My name is Henry. Well, happy birthday, Henry. How old are you, man? So that's why the H is inside the little logo. It's for your name. I like it. Oh, Aman wrote. Hold on. Let me get back to somewhere safe so I can read what Aman wrote, because I don't want to be reading and then get blown up by a ghast here. There is a ghast nearby. I don't know where it is, but we're not going to take a chance on that. Look at all these piglins. Do
you have the sniffles?
A little bit. I went to do a COVID test today.
Uh-huh.
And it really tickled. Wait, did you have to do one or no?
Yeah. I did.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and so...
And it came back positive.
Right. I forgot. I wasn't sure if we were telling the world about that. Did you... But this was self-administered, right?
Yeah, so even the second time, it was like very like, here, have this swab, so and weird. Like do it yourself. So anyway, nobody to jab stuff at my brain.
Well, we went. Well, that's the one on the way back from U.S. to Canada is gonna hurt a lot. I know at the airport, but the one we did today was just a pharmacist. They do it, but they do it themselves, and it just tickles a lot. Gives you sniffles. Okay, what do we got? Aman, if you remember, once I told you I want to make a novel series of NFT stories. First suggestion from the company I'm partnering was graphic novel, but but I thought one graphic novel. Hey Umut, welcome, man. We'll get to your question in a second. Happy Friday, Australia. Graphic novel will clash my NFT artworks. Two, second option to write micro novels like series like Harry Potter, but will people like graphic novel more or micro handwritten novel? Okay, so Aman, whenever you're struggling with this kind of question where you're trying to match the art of what you do, whether that's graphics, whether that's writing, whether that's making videos, whether that's making a video game, like whatever it is that you do, your art, whatever you're great at. You have to combine what you love with where there's a market. it sounds like this company that you're working with is only telling you where there's opportunity. You have to make sure that you can still find your art within it. If you're finding that a graphic novel clashes, then don't do it. There's lots of things that you could do. Lots of things that you could do and that could work. But if it clashes with you, then it's never going to work because you don't love it. I think about, where do you make investments, right? For example, so many people invest in real estate. Super successful, mega rich friends of mine invest in real estate. It works. I don't invest in real estate. I don't like real estate. It's not interesting for me. So just because it can work doesn't mean it should work for you. So in talking to the experts and in talking to people that you're working with and talking to companies like this where you're getting ideas, you have to be able to merge the two things. Where is there opportunity and what do you love doing? If you're only doing the thing that you love but there's no market or demand for it, then it's never going to sell. But if you're only trying to chase the thing that sells and it feels like it clashes with you, you're also not going to sell anything. It's in that combination. So that's the extra homework that you have to think more on, as well as brainstorm with the company to say, okay, this is how you've done it, but it doesn't work well with what I want to do. How can we make something that does work? And they're going to take a lot of your ideas and say, well, that will never work. Okay, so maybe we kill some of those ideas. But in that combination, what do you love doing that also has demand? That's where you will win. Umut, good evening, good morning. Much love from Australia. Lockdown extended and curfews imposed. We are still remaining positive. Thank you. Hey, Umut, welcome aboard. That sucks. I didn't hear about Australia. I heard New Zealand had one case and then went into full lockdown. So I don't know what's happening in Australia. But sending lots of love, man. That sucks. We're in partial lockdown. Things have opened up, but not everything. We have a four stages of getting out, and we're in stage 3, but it's been extended a lot. So there's lots of restrictions. And there are some things that vaccinated people can do that unvaccinated people can't do. We're actually going to have an election over this. Our prime minister just called a snap election, so we're going to be doing elections soon, and a lot of it is over vaccinations, and the majority of Canadians want vaccinations because they want to get back to their life, but not everybody. And so anyway, it's interesting to see how all the countries are doing it. Sounds messy, man. It is pretty messy. But I mean, has anybody done it super well? I think everybody's kind of messy. I don't know. Drew, how's the Ohio response to COVID?
I mean, I think in general, like, there's lots of different sentiments on how things have been. I think some things have been done okay, others not so well. I mean, I think in general, it's definitely not ideal in a lot of circumstances, but I mean, people are getting by. I don't know if I have a strong opinion per se.
Well, people are getting by. Yeah. Well, I mean, so, you know, I look at my business. One of my businesses, Toronto Dine Salsa. It's struggling. It's hard because we can now do classes that have a maximum of 20 people where everybody is double vaccinated. And that's what the government has said you can do. And so it creates some unhappiness with some people who's like, well, I don't want to get vaccinated. You're forcing me to. Like, well, this is what the government said. You know, we want to open it up to everybody, but we'll get shut down if we do. You know, like, it's illegal. And also at 20 people classes where normally we'd have 40 people in the class, right? That a sold out class for us is 40 people. That's half capacity, and it's a lot harder to stay profitable and run a successful business when you're being cut. So I mean, we struggle. My online businesses are up and off and running. It's been great, but the offline businesses are still struggling. Luckily, we're still around because a lot of people had to close shop because they couldn't afford to keep going. Sacredness of life. Hi, Evan. I started an eBay store. We got some good questions. Maybe I should just go mining or something in Nether. I don't think I'll be able to focus too much with all your questions, which is a good thing. Let me just take this box and we'll go look for netherite or something here. Make it easy. little more, less thought required and more kind of brain numbing, which lets me focus on your questions. So let's get out of here. Where would I actually do it? Where do I mine? This is the main part, and then probably back here. Let's go back here. Let's go back here. And then we'll get to some questions. What are you working on, Drew?
I was debating on that.
Uh-oh, don't debate, Drew. Just take action. Immediate momentum, Drew.
My biggest problem is like, I still really want a netherite suit, but at the same time, last couple of times of me going in search of netherite has not been quite.
Yeah, it's very hit or miss.
Much.
It's very hit or miss. Let's hope that I can get some really kick-ass netherite today. This would be amazing. Actually, I had a pretty good run last time. What did I get? 12 pieces?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty epic.
12 pieces in like, what, an hour maybe?
Yeah, let's see how well we can do today. Let's see how well. Okay, we're heading to the nether. So, questions. Now I'm ready for you guys. Okay, Sacredness of Life 1122. Hi, Evan. I started an eBay store, okay, but the timing was wrong, okay, for me because I started the store when I was in the process of losing my home, okay. I lived from my car for a year, and I want to start a YouTube channel. Not sure on the approach. I feel kind of embarrassed. Okay, dude, that's the best content to make. You know, the best if you're gonna make a YouTube channel, the best content you can make is about your journey to stop living in your car. Most people are exactly what you said. They're too embarrassed to share where they're at. They're too embarrassed to show that they're struggling. And that's the real stuff. Like, what are you going to make your channel about? eBay success? Like, if you haven't had it yet, then don't make the content on it because you haven't done it. And that's totally fine. But your channel becomes about the process and the grind to go and get it. I remember there was a guy who came to see me in Arizona. I was doing my speaking tour. And we did a stop in Phoenix. And he won a one-on-one with me afterwards. And I didn't know it at the time, but he was homeless. And he said yes. I mean, it'd be a huge honor. I'm so excited. And he ended up sleeping in his car and driving, and you know, obviously doesn't have a lot of money for gas either, and driving to come see me. And he stayed for a couple hours or something outside my place just to make sure that he'd be able to be there on time. And I love this story. It's like, man, thank you for sharing that, because you would never know. You would never know. You'd never know that he was homeless, right? I think there's a big stigma against homeless people, where so many homeless people you would never know. I've had homeless people show up to my events and coffee shop meetups. Whenever I do, I mean, one of my favorite things to do when I was traveling was to do a meetup in the city, because meeting local people is always my favorite thing to do when I'm traveling. And I always would do it at a Starbucks or a local coffee shop or something instead of a fancy place, because sometimes people would show up, they'd be homeless, you know, and you would never know. You'd never know that they're homeless. You would never know. You know, people don't walk around with a name tag that says, "Hi, I'm homeless." And if you do it at a Starbucks or something, then people don't even need to buy anything, right? If we do it at a local business, I always try to support, you know, one of the local companies and encourage people to, you know, get something. But if you can't afford it, don't worry, you know, like you can still show up at the Starbucks and sit outside and we'll have a great time. So Frank was his name. And now he's in Movement Makers, which is amazing. You know, he's started his art career. He's gotten himself back on his feet. He's joined our membership program. It's great. But when I met him, he was homeless. And so that's the content to make. You know, that's what people want to see, the real stories. So your come up story is what you start to document. Whether your path through is going to be eBay or making content and you're trying to make full-time income off of YouTube, like whatever you're trying to do, you show the process of you trying to do it. And you're going to make lots of mistakes, and a lot of things are not going to work out, and you're going to suck at the beginning because you don't know what you're doing. This could even be a video right now, right? Where he's like, I don't know what I'm doing. So I saw Evan has a live stream, and I'm going to go and try to ask him questions. And hopefully I get an answer that I can do something with, right? And then maybe you love my answer, or maybe you hate my answer. But that's the process. That's the journey that you start to share. And I think it'd be amazing to be able to take people on that journey of you trying to go chase down your dream. And it's from very, it's the humblest of humble beginnings, dude. Right? And just seeing you get up every day and try to grind to get your dream, I think will be inspiring to others to say, well, what's my excuse? Here's sacredness going off and doing it, and why am I complaining? I've got at least a home. So I love it. And for recognize that everybody's embarrassed by something. Everybody's got a part of their story that they're embarrassed by. And by you owning your embarrassment to say, hey, this makes me really embarrassed to share this. I can't believe I'm homeless. Like I never would have thought growing up that I would be here. Even just saying the words "I'm homeless" makes me feel like a loser. Or I'm putting words in your mouth. But whatever rings true for you, and sharing the fact that it makes you feel embarrassed, and you're still gonna get up, and you're still gonna show up for yourself because you don't want to be in the same spot. And we all get to follow your journey of becoming not homeless and then building a career. One more quick story. There's a guy named William Hollis. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He's a motivational speaker. William Hollis. He's Canadian. He lived not too far away from me, just in a neighboring city. And he was homeless and struggling. And he listened to my videos to have encouragement, have motivation to do, to try to break free and try to not be homeless anymore. Oh, ancient debris, Drew, we got 2 chunks. Let's go. And
what Y are you at?
What Y am I at? I'm at 15. What Y are you at?
75 right now.
Oh, okay, yeah, but that's not what you're mining. Is that what you're mining?
No, I'm getting down to 15.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Anyway, so William Hollis, he has a dream to be a motivational speaker. And I talked to him on my Instagram Live, and he tells me the story about how, he's homeless, and he's a motivational speaker. It's like, hey, send me what you got. Let's hear your best thing. And he sent me a video. I'm like, you know what? I like this guy. Let's give him a shot. And so we made a video together. He did the audio. Maybe he did the full video too. I don't remember. But we did a video collaboration together called it Believe. I said, give me your best speech about Believe, and if I like it, I'll publish it. And he did. And I liked it, so I published it. Fast forward, I don't know, a year or so later, we do another Instagram Live. He's like, Evan, I saw you on Instagram. I had to come on live, and I wanted to talk to you because I made it, dude. I made it. Look, I'm here, and he had moved to the U.S. at that point. I moved to the U.S. I'm chasing my dreams. I have my own house. I have my own house, dude. I have my own house. And he was like so happy that he had his own house. And he's got, he was in a gated community, and he had a picket fence, and it wasn't like the biggest of big homes. It's like he did that. He made the progress. He bet on himself. He chased his dreams, and he just wanted to share, and took me on a tour of his house. And it wasn't, again, some giant home, but he had a house, man. And when you he's like, hey, when you're like me and you were going through garbage cans and just trying to get any food you can, this is a big deal. I have my own house, and I wanted to share it with you because your videos meant a lot to me, and you giving me that chance on your channel just gave me that extra encouragement to say, you know what, somebody sees something in me, and it gave him that extra push. Now fast forward to this year, and he's touring with Les Brown, doing his speaking gigs. He was on Impact Theory with Tom Bilyeu not too long ago, and he said, you know, as my buddy Evan Carmichael says, you got to believe. Like, thank you for the shout out, man. Appreciate you. You know, and so that journey is what we want to see. That's the best stuff, man. That's the best stuff. You're going to give hope to everybody who feels embarrassed about the thing that they have, whether it's homelessness, whether it's an alcohol addiction, whether it's a criminal record that they feel has scarred them for life. Like, everybody's embarrassed about something. And you showing up every day and showing us, not that you're perfect, but showing us how you're attacking it, despite being embarrassed, despite being afraid, despite having, you know, everything stacked against you, and you're still going to show up and do it, man. That's the story. That's inspiring. I'm getting inspiring, and I, you know, don't even know you. Like, that's it. Let's go. Okay, how was that? How was that rant? I went on a little rant there, but hopefully it was valuable for you guys. What do we got?
Seems on point.
Umut says, for sure, we're in Melbourne. 50 cases are for sure. We are in Melbourne, and 50 cases are. We've gone into full lockdown. I'm focused on the mental health of my children. Any tips? Just be there with them, you know, like time together. Even this stream, right, was created because my son wanted to do Minecraft. I find that the kids are a lot more resilient with these things, you know, like the things that my parents worried about. I think about growing up, and you know, the things that we worry about as adults. We worry about the mortgage payment, and we worried about, you know, taxes, and we worry about how our careers are doing or our businesses are doing. We worry about all these things that I mean, we don't even care about as kids, right? It's like, that's just life. So I find kids are much more resilient than we give them credit for. It's more protect your mental. You show them how you're responding to this, and their mental will be fine. I honestly believe that. The biggest game is just protecting your mental. Spending time with them, not just talking to them, but doing something, doing some kind of activity together. Something that you can both enjoy. You know, I picked up Minecraft in the pandemic with my son. What can you pick up that you're going to enjoy doing? I think that's the best thing you can do. Just spend more time. Sacredness. Yes, that's exactly my intention. All right. Thank you so much. I'm happy I was able to communicate with you. Thank you for taking the time. Your content's very uplifting. It really helps me rise when I feel very low. I love it, man. I love it. And so now, you know, start making your content. And your content could be about my content if you want. Your content could be about the videos that you've watched that you found inspiring. Or your content could be, show me, yes, on your winning days, but also show me on the days that you know, are feeling not so hot and you want to quit, or you want to give up, and, you know, like, show me, take me behind the scenes, and you'll have people cheering you on. And when you feel now that you're not alone, that other people are kind of with you on the journey, man, it's a lot easier. Even just knowing that 2 people were inspired by you, right? I remember every single comment I got in the early days, just knowing that one person liked my video, you know, that they found it impactful in some way. It made a big difference for me. Respect, says Umut. All right. I love it, Umut. Strongman silver and gold. How many sides to a coin? I don't know. Are we talking about an actual coin? I would say 3. Are we talking about, are you using that as a metaphor for life and discussions and debates? Because then it's infinite.
So 15?
15 sides? That's a lot. No. That's very specific.
No, 15 Y.
15. Oh, 15 Y. 15.
15. Okay, I'm here.
Is that where you were before?
No, I was at like 50 some.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, you gotta. I'm surprised you didn't look that up, Drew. You look up everything. Where are you guys? I'm in the Nether, and Drew is actually in the Nether as well. We're both in the Nether. both in another.
I
My
decided-
riddle to you, correct. Okay, what did I get correct? Was I correct? Was Drew correct? Well, I guess no. 15 is not the correct answer, right? 15 was a different. We're answering a different question. Most people say 2. Most people say 2. Oh, size of a coin. Oh, so you're like actual. How many sides are there? Oh, and I said 3.
Oh yeah, there are 3.
Yeah, there's 3 sides to a coin. I just didn't know if you meant an actual coin or just it was a metaphor for people's perspectives on things. You know, people say, well, there's 2 sides to every coin. Meaning, you know, when you're having a debate with somebody, take the other person's perspective in mind. All right, did I pass the test then? I passed. I passed the test. You haven't seen a 50-cent coin from Australia? Yeah, I have. It's like how many? Is it an octagon? I have some Australian currency. I've never been to Australia, but growing up, I loved collecting money. And anytime somebody went on a trip, I'd always ask them to bring back some of the local currency. You know, not a lot, just $1, $5, 50 cents, whatever. And so people in my family and friends of family would always know that, oh, Evan likes collecting currency. So I got fortunate that whenever anybody who knew me at all traveled, they would bring me back something. So yeah, I've definitely seen the Australian currency. I like it. Most people say 2 because they can't see the third side. Yes, you passed. Yes! I passed. I passed the test. There's 3 sides to a normal coin. The current 50-cent coin is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel. Its shape is dodecagonal. Wow. Drew, how do you pronounce that? Dodecagonal. Dodecagonal? Dodecagonal. I'm going to go with dodecagonal.
Yeah, dodecagonal. Yeah.
Dodecagonal? Okay. 12-sided, and it has a plain edge. All right. I would have guessed 8. I'm trying to remember it. I think the queen is on it. Is the queen on it? The queen is on one side. Am I getting that right? And I have no idea what's on the front. But yeah, there's a couple coins that are like that. I'm blanking now, but I have a bunch of coins where they're 8 or 10 or 12, multi-sided. It's not just the one. Drew, how did you not look up what Y to go get netherite on? Oh, I got another one. Here we go. That seems very un-Drew.
I was just curious as to where you were at.
But did you not look it up? You didn't look it up. There's no way you looked it up if you were mining at 50 something.
Well, no. I wasn't mining at 50 something. I was just that's just where I was. So rather than go down to my old stomping grounds where I found the first round of netherite, I decided to go off to
somewhere else.
Yeah, the portal that I created over to get the villagers. I decided to just go all the way over there.
Oh, wait, but the first time you were looking, were you at the right Y or were you somewhere else?
I'm pretty sure I was at the right Y. I mean,
you were. Oh, okay. And you still only found a couple.
Yeah, I think in total at this point in all of my netherite treks, I've found 10 total.
I've got 4 already. 10 total. Drew, you need to work on the railroad, undermine the the roller coaster. What? We need to come back.
Are you gonna
supply you netherite so you can work on the roller coaster? No, that's not happening.
Okay. And
well, actually, you have a whole week. We're not streaming again until next Monday, so there could be some serious progress. Although I haven't seen any progress. I've never.
Well, you haven't been to my base.
No, I haven't been to your base, so I don't even know what you're doing. Although I saw something in the far distance, I just didn't know. There was a steep incline. I'm assuming that's the roller coaster, but it could be something else that you built.
That was probably
bits of it.
Well, I created early on. I created just a pathway to get from my base to your base without there being.
Oh, okay. So that's not the roller coaster.
Yeah.
Got it. Well, we're looking forward to seeing the roller coaster. Okay. Sacredness of life. I just need to show up for myself and be accountable, but I'm kind of a loner, so no one holds me accountable. I'm 37. Wish I had planted good seeds earlier in life to have more leverage on this matter. Listen, it's never too late to bet on yourself, right? I mean, whoa. Is he coming to attack me? What's this guy doing? No, he just ran at me and then stopped. Okay, good. You walk away. Walk away. Walk away. It's never too late, man. It's never too late to bet on yourself. Living a life of regret to say, oh, I wish I did this differently. Man, there's always something you could have done differently. Always. But focusing on what you could have done in the past versus what you can do today doesn't serve anybody or anything, right? Like, how does that serve you? It doesn't. It just makes it worse because you realize that you just get stuck in this loop of feeling like a loser, right? So you want accountability? You can come back here, man. Now it's our last stream for a little bit, but come back on Monday. Here's some accountability. Hey, accountability. Sacredness of life 1122. We're gonna come back next Monday, not next week, but the week after. How many? Whoa, we got that in time. How many videos are you gonna have posted by the next stream? Let's go. Make a commitment to us here. We'll help hold you accountable. Is he gonna attack me? He doesn't see me. When you mine gold and there's a piglin nearby, they attack you.
Yep.
Or even if you have golden boots on, they don't like you stealing their gold. But he's too far away to see me, so we're good. We're good. We are good. I don't really even need the gold. I have a gold farm. This is useless, but whatever. I also don't need any of this stuff, but it makes me feel productive somewhat. Although it does help heal my tools. You get XP for killing that stuff, so let's we stay here longer. Okay. Strongman, silver, and gold. Life always has another option. That's the real reason I asked the coin riddle. There's always a third side. There's always another way. I like it. I like it. You have any more riddles? I'm glad I passed that one. What else you got? Drew and I should have a riddle off.
Riddle off?
A riddle off, you know. Strongman brings us riddles, and then we have to both answer them and see how many. I'll probably lose. But it'd be a fun little competition. Kajal in the house. Evening, Evan. Hey, Kajal. Welcome aboard. Hey, Drew, did you take the antibody thing as well?
Antibody thing.
The antibody test?
It wasn't offered.
Oh, okay. So we went to do the COVID test so it can fly, but I've got a Band-Aid on because we did the antibody test where they see if you have, well, I guess if you got COVID, then you don't have the antibodies, right? That would probably make sense.
I mean, yeah, in theory.
But it'd be kind of messed up if you had the antibodies then you got it.
I mean,
I don't know. Well, I guess you'll have it now, right? Like once how are you feeling, by the way, Drew? You getting better? You sound better.
Yeah, I mean, energy levels today have been significant. Like, I have not felt the urge to take a nap at 2 o'clock.
Okay. And it's been like 9 days? How long has it been for you? 10 days?
Well, it's officially been a week as of Wednesday evening.
That's when you had the test, though, no? Or is that when you...
No. Wednesday evening is when I felt symptoms. I had the official test on Friday.
Got it. So it's been a week.
Yeah.
Over a week. Today's Thursday evening.
Yeah.
Got it. And you're already feeling better. Well, that's good. That's good. You got this sacredness of life. Nice, Umut. I love it. Hey, Believe Nation. I love the support. I love the support because we've all been there. We've all been there where we've doubted ourselves and we just needed that extra little bit of affirmation, encouragement, permission to go do the thing that we're afraid to do. I love it. Okay. Every time I see gold, I have to look to see if there's a piglin. Ooh, we got ancient debris right there. Look at that. Only one, though. That's a little sad. There's only one there. Makes me sad. Okay, get that gold. Anything else around here? Doesn't look like it, eh? All right. Kajal, if you remember my driving exam, yeah, you were terrified of it. I did give my driving exam, but wasn't able to clear it. I got exam fear and made mistakes. That's okay. Listen, I failed my driving test, man. I want to say 4 times. The final one, the written one where you just have to memorize a bunch of answers, I did that easily. I did that on my first try. But the one where somebody sits in your car and you have to drive with them, I think I failed 4 times, maybe 5. I don't know. It's been a long time. That was when I was, what year? How old I was? Was I 17, 18? 16 was when we first get the license, and then at 17 or 18, I think, is when you take the final test. Yeah, I was super nervous. I was super afraid, and I made a lot of mistakes too. You just get up and do it again. Every time I got a little bit better until finally I passed. You know, so it's fine. It's normal. The biggest win is that you tried, man. That you did it. So, you know, like I tell a lot of people who want to be thought leaders, you expect to suck at the beginning. Expect to be nervous, expect to get on stage or make your video and just totally suck. And then the next time you get a little better, the next time you get a little better. If you go take the test again, you'll be better. Maybe you pass, maybe you don't pass, but you'll be a little bit better. And if you keep doing it, you'll eventually get good enough that you pass. So keep on, man. Again, it took me 4 to 5 tries, so if you get it after the second, you're better than me. You're better than me. Is it possible that 4 out of 3 people can't do math? Is it possible? Oh, no. Now I got it. He's making me think. Is it possible that 4 out of 3 people can't do math? It feels like a trick question. It feels like a trick question, but I don't know why it's a trick. Oh, man. Jude, you have an answer? Is it possible that 4... Wait, what was it again? Did I say it right? 4 out of 3 people can't do math? I'm saying yes. I think it's possible.
I mean,
I feel it's a trick question. I don't know the answer, so I'm saying yes, it's possible.
Well, if there's only like your total population is 3, so how can you have more than the number of people in the population?
Right. It doesn't make sense, but
Yeah,
it feels like it's a trick question. So I'm still saying yes, it's possible. Because I believe everything is possible too. It's on brand for me to answer yes. Yep. Okay? So who's right, strongman? Evan or Drew? Drew says it's not possible. I say it's possible. What do we got? Oh, man. This is the best. Thanks for encouraging, Evan. I'll try another attempt soon. All right, cool, man. You got this. You got this. You got this. Come back. Hey, Kajal. Come back and let us know either way, man. Let us know. I'm celebrating the fact that you got up and you did it again. You know, I'm celebrating you just did it because you were. I remember how scared you were to do it, and you know you booked that test the next day, right? Because it was closed. I wanted you to do it at the moment, but it was closed, so you had to go back the next day, and you did it. That's a huge win, man. It's a huge win that you went and you did it the next day. I love it. So I'm celebrating you for going off and trying. So come back. And let us know whether you got it or not. We'll celebrate you again for trying, because eventually you're gonna get it. Some people get it faster than others. I still think I think you're gonna get faster than me. I think you're gonna get it faster than 5 tries. But let's see how you do.
I feel like I am not in the ideal biome for this.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even consider that. I don't even know if it's biome, because when you're in the Nether, there's no real biomes.
I'm in. Okay, so this is the Nether wastes, and then this is the.
Believe anything is possible. Math humor. Strongman says just having fun with you guys. Oh, so is there no answer to that, Strongman? Does that mean Drew's right? That you're just having fun with us and that it's not possible? It's very sad. Let us know. Sacredness. I don't know if I want to do this on this channel because I have some friends following me that don't know that I was homeless. No, dude, that you have to. Like, that's the embarrassment that you need to break through. Because you need to show us that you're embarrassed. Tell us that your friends might be watching. and that you don't want a handout from them, and that you want to figure this thing out. You're willing to, get some help, but you want to be able to figure this out. And that you're embarrassed. You say, hey, I know some of my friends are watching this right now. They have no idea that I'm homeless, and I'm embarrassed to even make this because I know somebody's gonna see it. That's the exact content you need to make. To stop hiding. That's how you're gonna start to win, man. I'm serious. Not some anonymous channel, but we're always afraid of the people that we know will see our stuff. And as long as that fear rules you, like, how much lower do you need to go? This is your chance to get up and show yourself.
Hey!
Oh, he's got it.
I found 2.
Believe anything is possible. Ha ha ha. Let's go. Kajal, yes, I didn't even want to try, but you gave me the courage. I will pass the next attempt for you. I love it. Listen, again, I don't care if you pass or not. I mean, we'll cheer you on either way. What I care about is that you're showing up. Same thing with sacredness of life. Like, I don't care if the first video sucks. I care that I care about that they're making content, that he shows up, he's doing it. Wow, thank you. Yeah, you got this. Whatever you're feeling like that, that's what you lean in on. That's the exact content that you make, because there's so many people who are afraid. This is why your story is going to be an inspiration, because there's people who are afraid to release their art, to make their video, to come out and tell people they're gay. Like all these things, people are afraid to do it. And watching you say that you're afraid to show people that you're homeless because your friends might judge you for it. And some people will be understanding, and some people will not be and say, what a loser. Whatever the voices are inside your head, you share it. You tell me. Because other people definitely live that same experience of not being necessarily homeless, but being afraid of other people's opinions and judgments. And then watching you lean in on it is going to be my inspiration and give me the courage to go do the thing that I'm afraid to do. That's the whole point. So anytime you find yourself, here's a great example. Anytime you find yourself playing small or saying no because you're afraid of somebody else's opinion of you, then you have to go do the thing just because. To stop accepting other people's judgments as a good enough reason for you not to go chase your dreams. Like, this powerful storytelling is the way out for you, man. It's the way out. And you're not going to do it because of the potential opinion of friends of yours from high school, right? Like, it's just not a good enough reason. Not anymore. Not for you. You're ready for this. Now let's see it. As a CFO, it's a joke I use when people don't understand things that are right in front of them, just being snarky. So I guess that means Drew won. Sadness. All right, well. Good job, Drew. I'm 0 for 1 here in the Drew versus Evan competition. I really thought it was a trick question. I mean, I couldn't find an answer, but I just assumed it was a trick question, so I went. It's like always answer C on the multiple choice when you don't know the answer. So I didn't know the answer. It felt like there was a trick question. So anyway, I lost. The answer was obvious. It was right in front of us, and I lost. Sad days. I thought he was trying to trick us, and he wasn't. Good times. Wow, thank you, all caps. You don't know how much I needed this talk. Hey, and thank you for showing up. You had the courage to come here and share your story. You've told me things that you haven't told some of your closest friends. That takes a lot of guts. Takes a lot of guts to come on and share that. So, yeah, you've inspired me, man. And I'm honestly, genuinely, really excited to hear about the progress. I would love for you to come back. Well, we didn't finish our goal, Henry. What's the goal for Monday? Next Monday, a week and however many days. What day is today? Thursday, so a week and 4 days or whatever it is. How many videos are you going to have up? because I want you to come back. Just like Kajal here did and said, hey, remember me? I was the one who was too afraid to take the driving test, and I did it, and I failed, but I'm going to get up and do it again, right? To come back. So I want to hear your update next Monday. How many videos are going to be up on your channel? Whether they suck, whether the audio completely cut out, whether you made it on your phone and you dropped the phone in the water, you know, whether you're trying to film in the library and you get kicked out and that's what you post, you know, whether you're trying to get internet off of McDonald's and the whole thing crashes, like whatever. It doesn't have to be great. That's the journey. That's the process. How many videos are going to go up by a week Monday? I want to know. I want to know. We want to know. We want to cheer you on. When in doubt, choose C. Bingo. Is it still? I mean, is that still the... I guess, you know, how much has university actually changed in the past 20 years? Probably not that much, to be honest, for testing. I was about to say, like, is it still the case? You know, it's been... How old am I now? I'm 41. I finished university at... I went to university at 19, so I finished at 23. So it's been almost 20 years. But it would still not shock me if C was still the most common answer. When you don't know what to do,
When in doubt.
guess C.
Guess C.
Yeah. On a trick question, whenever you don't know the answer, assume it's a trick question. Last time, you and Strongman were getting into it for crypto and gold and all this stuff. That was a fun conversation to listen in on.
Were you talking to me?
Yeah. Well, you and Strongman. Strongman was asking you, well, was asking me, but I had no idea.
Yeah.
About gold, and that it ended up in this entire financial discussion. And you had a lot to contribute to it.
Oh, yeah.
Which is great, because I didn't have much to add to it.
Man, I feel like I am under a lava pit.
Honestly, I think it's one or two. One or two videos? Okay, well, let's go with two. Let's go two, man. And it's you got how many days? You got a lot of days. Right? How many days do we have? There's a lot of days.
Plenty of days.
Yeah, 2 videos. Let's go. You can do 2 videos. Come on. Commit to 2 videos. Since you're gaming, here's one for you. Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter? Go. I never played Mortal Kombat, so I have to go Street Fighter. I didn't play Street Fighter that much either, but my friend Ivan Chung, shout out to Ivan Chung, had Street Fighter at his home, and anytime I went over to his place, we played it. So that wasn't that often. I've maybe played Street Fighter 12 times in my life, and Mortal Kombat I don't think I've ever touched. So I would go Mortal Kombat, but it's not really based off of an expert opinion. Drew sounded like this was a great question and has insights to share. So
I mean, growing up, we had Street Fighter on our Commodore 64 back in the day, like the what was it, Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Okay.
So I'm very familiar with the Street Fighter series.
Mm-hmm.
But growing up, we did have a couple of neighbors that were really big into Mortal Kombat, so there was that too. So.
Okay, but so what's the answer, Drew? Is it Mortal Kombat or is it Street Fighter?
So I don't know if there's like.
Oh, you got to pick. That's no fun.
I think they both fall.
Oh my God! Don't hedge, Drew. Pick something. Come on, who wins? You had to play a game right now.
If I had to pick between the two and had to play one, I probably would pick Street Fighter over.
Street Fighter?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Street Fighter's the one where there's like, oh, you Ken, right? That guy?
Ryu and Ken?
Yeah, is that it? Is that the right one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Street Fighter.
Yeah.
I mean, I sucked at all of them. I don't like fighting games in general, so I didn't. That's also why I never got into them. I like the strategy games more than fighting games.
Yeah.
But my friend Ivan just loved it, so I'm like, okay, I'll play with you.
I don't know. Like if you have to like pick fighting games in general, I still am a big fan of the Smash Brothers.
I don't even know what that is.
Super Smash Brothers?
Nope.
No. Wow.
Drew's not happy with me.
Oh my. Like
Drew is not
so
happy with me.
Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat are like the OG fighter games.
Smash Brothers is the more recent version.
Smash Brothers is more of like I mean, it's a Nintendo thing, so.
Nintendo has good fighting games, really?
I mean, Smash Brothers is part of esports.
I mean, lots of stuff is part of esports.
But I mean, like that has like substantial prizes. But I guess Mortal Kombat does too, though. I don't know.
Okay, so Smash Brothers is like Mario.
Yeah, like so it's like it's kind of a combination. It's like Mario meets Final Fantasy meets like the entire Nintendo world.
Okay. And you like this game? This is it? This is your go-to?
If you're gonna have a go-to fighter game, yeah, probably Smash Brothers.
Wow. All right. Well, I learned something new today. Never. I don't think maybe I've heard of it, but I'm definitely not into it. Morbius Wild in the house. Hello, Morbius. Umut says Mortal Kombat for sure. All right. Morbius says half of me wants to quit McDonald's without notice. The other half thinks it should keep on going. You should quit this one for sure. You should quit this one. We already talked about this, Morbius. You need to quit this one. Having coworkers who do that to you is just not the environment you want to be in. Anyway, don't plan working there for more than half a year. Well, I mean, why spend the next half a year there? Okay, having a job is, yes, an income, but it's really about the people and the learning. So, assuming you're going to get paid, this is not some fancy, high-end, impossible job to get, right? So it's easier to replace. So then it becomes about the experience and the people. So a company like McDonald's has a pretty established path for people of specific jobs that you get done, and your leadership rolls up if you want. That some franchisees follow, better than others, but still there's a clearly defined path compared to other companies and jobs you could work at. Okay. So then it really just becomes about the people. Do you like your manager and do you like your coworkers? And if you don't, why be there when you can get that replaced by somebody? Now, it's not even not liking them. You're having, it's not sexual abuse. It was sexual, what did you call it? I forget the term right now. But it's just not worth it. Why would you want to subject yourself to that when you can go get a better job? You can get the same pay. It's an easily replaceable job and not have to deal with these terrible people. Uh-oh, did he see me? No, he didn't. Okay, good. How does the thought of quitting make you feel? If it feels right, then go for it. Quit. My father might be disappointed if I quit early. That's the recipe for defeat. Like right from the beginning. If you're doing something just to make your father happy, like as long as you're doing something to make somebody else happy, you've lost. It's already game over. It's not a good enough reason. You won't make your dad happy? Going off and getting a kick-ass job and crushing it. So it's not the fact that you quit McDonald's. What's your next step going to be? What are you going to do afterwards? Okay, if I take this gold, this guy's going to be unhappy with me, right? But he's just a baby. Although the babies do a lot of damage. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to take the gold. Okay? Be happy. Be happy, little piglin. I've killed enough of your friends in my piglin farm. Although, to be fair, I'm only killing the zombie piglins. I don't know that they have a good relationship. Oh, did I hit him? Is he? No, I didn't hit him. Okay. Whoa, why is this guy following me? Go, get out of here. However, he told me that he would support me. He just wants me to quit with notice. What's the difference? Notice, not notice. It's McDonald's. Again, this doesn't really matter. But if you really want to, great. That's still not 6 months or whatever you said higher up here in the chat. And plus, my feet begins to hurt 3 to 4 hours before the end. Okay, well that one. I mean, you're gonna any job where it's on your feet, you're gonna get that, and you get used to it. You know, like you haven't been there long enough to build the muscles yet, but that's fine. Like one of my first jobs was doing landscaping, and I vomited every day for the first week because it was so physically demanding. You know, that's not a good enough reason to quit. You'll get stronger. You'll get used to it. You'll get better at it. That's fine. That's I wouldn't put that as the reason. But, you know, like if your feet were a little tired, but you loved where you work, you had opportunities, you loved the people around you. You may not love the work so much. I mean, I don't know. Whoa, that is a lot of lava. Holy cow. Did you see the reaction time, though? That was pretty good, actually. I'm pretty happy with my reaction time to save myself. That's a lot of lava. I think this might be a dead end, guys. Unless this way is... No, this way... Okay, we need to find a different path, because that is all nasty in there. It's called sexual harassment, and I talked about it to the manager, okay? And what did the manager say? What did the manager say to do? Let's put this stuff away. The thing is, I would have quit. Hold on. Let's break this thing first. Let's put some of this stuff away. This goes here, this goes here, this goes here for now. The thing is that if I would quit, I have options rather to resign with notice or based on agreement from both sides. Manager told me she would talk to the guy. Okay. Most managers are afraid to do the thing that has to be done. You know? Like, your manager probably already knows that this person's a problem. Other things have probably already come up. And the fact that this person is still here is a big deal. It's just not the right manager. Like, even the fact that it's just going to be a conversation, it's not enough. Why is this person even still here? This is a line in the sand, or it should be, for the kind of culture that we want to have here. Like, sexual harassment in the workplace is just not acceptable. I don't know. I just think it's acceptable. You go find somebody else. Now, maybe the manager doesn't believe that. Maybe the manager doesn't think it's a big deal. Or maybe the manager is just too afraid and doesn't know how to have conversations. You know, doesn't like having hard conversations with people. I don't know. But in any case, that's not a manager that you want to be spending time from, learning from, right? Because it shouldn't be your leadership style. Hello, sir. We meet again. Welcome back. Evan, I'm depressed. What should I do? Why are you depressed? What's going on, Dan? What's going on, man? What's the story? Okay, let's keep building. I don't know how much we have. I want to say like 6 ancient debris. What's your ancient debris count at, Drew?
I have 4 on me.
Whoa, hello. That's a good run.
How many are back in my thing? I don't know.
Well, Drew's been on a streak. There you go. He went from being cursed to being a leprechaun over here.
I wouldn't call myself a leprechaun.
That's pretty good. You're getting some netherite on you. I like it. It's happening.
Let's see. I am at 8 total right now.
That's good, man. That's 2. That's 2. 2 ingots. He's got it.
So.
Are you sticking around for 12, or are you gonna go back at 8?
Well, I've got one netherite ingot already back at base.
Ooh, all right.
So that puts me at 3.
And what are we targeting?
Well,
Three's
I mean,
good?
what's required for the achievement?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't care about the achievements. But I feel like you need to look that up before you start going off and doing it.
I know it's somewhere in the ballpark of like I need at least 4 or 5 ingots.
Really?
Minimum.
I don't
Because
know.
it's like a full set.
Oh, of just armor? Then yeah, then you need 4.
Here, Minecraft.
Then you need 4.
Probably nether. Yeah, it says get a full set of netherite armor is what it says. Cover me in debris.
I only had one shift with this guy who behaved so gross, at least for now. So, there's a great quote from Oprah Winfrey who said, when people show you who they are, believe them the first time. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time. You know? It's not that people can't change. They can. I've seen it. But relying on this person changing is a low percentage chance. Will take a long time. And it's just not worth it. Right? Like that may be years in the process. Maybe. And you could spend your time just doing much better things and being around much more positive people. It just doesn't make sense. Go get a job that you enjoy. That you can make some money and that you can learn from. And ultimately, if you go off and start having success, that's going to be the thing that makes your father proud. And you proud. Not the fact that you stayed there for 6 months or that you left with notice. Just life, I feel hopeless. I feel like I should go for a run or something. Do it, Dan. Dan, hey, listen. This is a great example. This is a great scenario right here, Dan. Learning to listen to your body, especially when it's something positive, right? So the fact that you just said that, I feel like I should go for a run or something. Go do it. The best thing you can do right now is go for a run. Go for a run. If you're done within the hour, we'll still be here. So go for a quick run and come back and tell us how you feel, Dan. Go for a quick run and then come back and tell us how you're doing. We're cheering you on. Quick run. 10, 15, 20-minute run. Whatever you feel. Until you don't feel like running anymore. Go for that run. Whoa. Man, the lava here is epic. And then come back. Before I go to bed, I want to say goodnight. A nice picture in your backyard, sir. Cool. Thank you. Hey, good night. Thank you for the love. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate you. And I'm glad you like the pictures. Those pictures mean a lot to me. And I think when you're creating your environment, it should be something. Just like we've been on Morbius about, changing his workplace because it's not inspiring. Your environment should be inspiring too for you. It's all connected. When you walk into your office or your home office or your bedroom or wherever you're sitting down to start working on your dreams, is it an inspiring space? And it doesn't have to cost a lot of money and doesn't have to be on the ocean or some giant mansion, but is it an inspiring place that makes you want to show up and be productive? And for too many people it's not. They just kind of, it's like, okay, it's whatever, it's a desk, go. Where it can be so much more if you put a little bit of intentionality behind it.
Okay. I think I need to call it.
All right, Drew's going back. Let's go, Drew. Build some roller coasters.
I'm a little sad.
Why are you sad?
I'm one netherite away, but my pickaxe is so low that it's like, I don't know if I use this too much more.
Oh, yeah. No, I hear you. You don't want it to break on you. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
If it breaks,
yeah, then no
you're gonna be more sad.
Yeah.
And punching it with your hand is not gonna be very effective.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Good job, Drew. Good job. He's doing it.
Got 11.
I don't rely on him changing. Okay. I just meant that at least for now I had one shift with him. Okay. I remember on the first shift my coworker asked me to take a mop and clean a spot in the kitchen. Okay. I refused because my shift had come to an end, but I think I was wrong back then. Yeah, I mean, it's especially at the beginning, you want to show yourself, right? You don't want to ever be the person who only does the bare minimum. Like, you want to get promoted, you want to get more opportunities. Most people just do the bare minimum. Most people do exactly what you said. It's like, oh, hey, my shift's over. It was over 10 seconds ago, so I'm out. Peace. Right? That's not the kind of person, not just at a job, but in life. You know, don't be the person who just does the bare minimum. If you want to get ahead, do the extra. So yes, I think you should have done more. Now, if somebody's just taking advantage of you all the time and always, you know, telling you to do more and you're not getting paid more and there's no respect, sure, over the long haul, maybe you quit and go do something else. But you need to show up and do your part. For sure. That's how you get more opportunities. Oops. Why did I put it going this way? It's not going this way. It should go this way. Oh, putting the directions wrong when you're lost is not generally a good idea. Dan the Man says, okay, thanks. All right, Dan, happy running. Come on back if you're here. We got 54 minutes left. Give us the update. I'm excited. I think working at McDonald's may give me some soft skills like better stamina, multitasking, etc. Yeah, but again, there's lots of McDonald's. It doesn't have to be this one. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where's it falling? Here, here, here. Oh. The skills. Lava. Oh. Lava. Gotta get that lava before it gets me. Get the lava before it gets you is the name of the game. Can I block that off? I think so, right? If I put that there. Yes. Ha, 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 ha. Goodbye. Oh, no. I found another way. Sneaky lava.
It's always sneaky.
Sneaky lava. We gotta block you off. There, now we're good. Maybe I refused to clean it because I was a bit angry at him when he almost splashed hot oil at me when he was frustrated in a rush about me being too slow, but I don't mean that as an excuse. Yeah. Like, look for what people consistently do. Right? If he's constantly... like, at some point, it's you, right? Because your last job at Subway wasn't great. So if it keeps happening, then you need to definitely take a look at yourself. Right? So you saying, I'm not going to do anything past my shift being over, yeah, that's you. That's you. That's you needing to get better. You being sexually harassed, that's not you. That's not your fault. There's no blame on your part for that happening. Right? And so the more you can do that self-diagnosis, you know, and you own the parts that you can get better at for the next time, the better you get. Evan, can I draw a map of my world in Minecraft? Evan, can I draw a map of my world in Minecraft? How do you find each other? You can draw a map. It's a little difficult. You can get a map, but finding each other, like how would I find Drew? Usually what you do is you use coordinates. So if you go F3, oh, I can't really show. Okay, so if you see the lava, at the top of the lava there, it says X, Y, Z. Those are my coordinates. So the Y, the middle coordinate is the height. So I'm at Y14 now. Oh, I dug down. Oh, maybe that's why I stopped finding some. I guess it's close enough. So I dug down somewhere. I was at Y15, and now I'm at Y14. So that's my height. And then the X and Y are my other coordinates. So our base is around 0, 0. So I'm minus 550 blocks away in one direction, and then I'm plus 139 away in the other direction. So Drew could tell me where he's at, and then we can work together. So if Drew, Drew is also in the nether. He's at Y15, so we're on the same vertical level, and we can use our X and Z coordinates to go find each other. So if he said, hey, I'm at X minus 300, I just have to see if I go this way it's not changing. If I go this way, the X is going down, right? So if he's at X minus 300, I need to go find him this way. That's where Drew would be. Right? So that's how you can find each other. That's if you're far away. If you're close, you should be able to see the person's name tag. So I'd be able to see chaotic eclipse on the map somewhere. Like on my screen somewhere. If he was above me somewhere here, I'd see chaotic eclipse. But if you're far away, then yeah, usually use coordinates. I don't know how to get back, so I'm using these little tools, right? I'm building this little torch system to remind me how to get back home, because I am completely lost. Although I could use the coordinates to get back if I wanted to, but you're gonna go through a bunch of lava and chaos to try to make that happen. It's easier in the overworld because there's less. Well, there's no lava pits for you to fall into. Well, I guess there's some, but a lot less.
Oh, yeah, a lot less.
A lot less. It's easier to find each other when you're in the overworld. Cool. That makes sense. Yeah, cool. No problem. I actually didn't even know that before. I forget how I learned that. Somebody probably showed me. Like most things, right? When you're picking something up, somebody teaches you. It's like, oh, just use chords. Like, what's chords? I don't even know what you're talking about. And then they showed me. Like, oh, that's so cool. I didn't know it was possible. Okay, we keep going. Keep going this way. Hey, Nina. You okay? Oh, lava, lava, lava. Oh, ho, ho. The skills. We still got it. Where's Tristana? She's here. She's here. Terry Wade Thompson in the house. Hey, Terry.
Oh, snap.
Terry. Hey, Terry. I wrote 2 ad breaks, and I'm halfway through a third. So what I'm thinking. Terry and I are working on a little secret project together.
Oh.
It's gonna be exciting. So Terry's gonna be taking over my Clubhouse. Well, we're gonna do an experiment, but the experiment is to take over my Clubhouse streaming.
Oh, okay.
And we're doing a daily 24-hour stream to the Unbreakable Stories Club. And Terry, what I'm thinking is, so we picked the long videos that are easy to loop. This is great that actually you showed up. It's easy. Like I was thinking about messaging you, but this is easier. The one you picked was fine. It's like 2.5 hours. It's great. So we take those. There's others that are equally long or longer, but around there is fine because like looping a 40-minute video or something is gonna not be great. And then I'm thinking every 20 minutes, but I'm open. If you want to do it more frequently or less, you let me know. But I was thinking every 20 minutes so that, every hour they get hit 3 times basically. Oh, lava, 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 lava. And then there's 2, in each one I wanted to have 2 different themes where I always talk about Unbreakable Stories. So either thanking Unbreakable Stories for hosting me, or saying Unbreakable Stories is the place for, I forget what you said, motivation, mindset, and stories or something. I took what you messaged me on Instagram and putting that in there. And also having one where we call out to follow people. So hey, if you like this content and you want to see more like it, follow the people here on stage in the Unbreakable Stories Club, because that's the way that we'll know that you like this content and you want to see more. So always having one Unbreakable Stories Club shout out, and then having one shout out to get the content. So if you want, hey, if you're liking this content, you want more like it, go to Instagram, DM me the word Clubhouse, and I'll send you the links. And so we have 3 breaks in the hour, so every 20 minutes. Give or take, like you don't want to interrupt the clip in the middle of something, but around 20 minutes. You okay?
Did you see Timo?
Why? What's wrong? He's spazzing out? What's he doing? Oh, he's all cut! Oh my gosh, Timo got a haircut.
Oh,
He looks
snap.
like a rat.
Show them?
You want to show Timo?
Timo.
My dog Nina just gave my dog
He has no fur.
a haircut. He's got no fur.
No fur.
Can you guys see him?
Look at the mo.
Look at this guy. He got shaved down, and he's wet too.
He's wet.
Oh,
He is wet. Yeah. All right. Terry Way Tom says, "Hey Hayden," and Umut says, "OMG, it's a rat." He does look like a rat. Oh man. Okay. What did I miss? 20 is good. Mike says, "Hello, Evan, tuning in from a bus to Sudbury." Nice, Mike. All right. Safe travels, man. Safe travels. Hope you had a good time. I received one break. Okay, yeah. So Terry, I haven't written the other two, and I was in my head was okay. You send me the script, but I just like immediate action, so I just started writing the script. So inside of the ad scripts, there's always one promoting the club, and then there's always one promoting to get the access to the replays, to DM me on Instagram. That was my thinking. Let me know if that fits well. And then also if I'm getting the wording right on the positioning of how you want to talk about Unbreakable Stories in the club. So there's that. So if 3 works, then I'll get those 3 scripted and then just sent to you, and then I'll record them, and then you can splice them in. I was also thinking to make it generic, so it's not. What I was doing on the last one was every time we'd have a new sequence, where I think it's just easier to say, hey, this is a stream from my YouTube channel that then we can use for everyone, whether it's the Tony Robbins one or whatever. You can just basically use the same breaks unless we want to make a change to the break. But we're not basically switching it up on every video that we release. So does that work, Terry? Does that sound like a plan? I could finish that off probably tomorrow and record it. Oh, man, tomorrow's my last day. I could probably get it done. Let's say we get it done tomorrow. I'll let you know if it becomes impossible to do it. Exactly, the basic breaks works perfectly and provides multi-use capacity. Perfect. Okay, good. The other thing, Terry, that how much are you committing to Clubhouse? Like, how much time are you spending actually on Clubhouse, doing things on Clubhouse? You see it as a direction for you? Like, is it something you want to really dive deep in on and really build the club, or is it like a fun little experiment for you? Because there's other ideas, but it requires more time and commitment that I don't know that if it fits kind of what you're trying to build, both for yourself and for the new business. Oh, this lava is so annoying. Okay, let's try to get around this way. Maybe we can get around this way. Morbius, the guy who tells me to be faster all the time seems to be frustrated with me, and some part of me wants to be faster to not hear it and perhaps prove that I can be faster and more effective. Ask. It's like, hey, how can I be faster? What do you recommend? What am I doing wrong? You know, because that was part of the problem at Subway too, right? You weren't fast enough. So now this is becoming a you thing. This isn't. Oh no, server closed. This isn't a bad boss or bad management or bad training, whatever. This becomes a you thing. So you might have to work harder compared to somebody else to learn the thing. Right? Especially when you see repeated patterns in multiple jobs. You know, a one-off, who cares? That may be them. But if it's happening again and again, now it's your problem. You have to fix it. So the speed coming up twice, it's going to keep coming up until you learn to fix it. So this is where you got to ask for help. Like, hey, I don't know how to go faster. Can you help me? So now you're on the same page instead of him being against you. That's probably how we dug down. Streaming is easy. I have a Galaxy Tab and an iPhone. I've been streaming from my Galaxy Tab 24 hours. Okay, cool. Whether I'm home, asleep, elsewhere in the club, streaming. Yeah, so it's more like how much do you see Clubhouse as the path for you to build what you're trying to build? So how much is Clubhouse going to be the platform for Unbreakable Stories versus just it's another fun platform to kind of play with. Morbius. Oh, sorry, I missed one. Sacredness of Life. I'm receiving some inspirations and ideas for some videos. I'm feeling optimistic, Evan. Let's go. Let's go film some content. Come on, Sacredness of Life. Let's go. We want to see it. Definitely more than 2 videos. You got this. You've got this. Tell your story. Make it happen. Morbius. Sometimes I ask really dumb questions or do dumb things. Well, I mean, I ask dumb questions too. That's how you learn. You know, and I do dumb things too, but that's, again, how you learn. But the relationship matters, right? So if somebody's frustrated with you, you need them on your side to coach you and teach you. Could they be better? Sure. You know, but they're frustrated. They have different expectations. They think somebody coming in should be faster. And maybe that's true now, right? Again, we've heard this twice. So go up and apologize and say, I'm really sorry that I'm not as fast as you'd like me to be. I'd love some help. This is important to me. I want to win here. I want to succeed here. What do I need to do? How can I go faster? Can you help me? As opposed to, you know, giving attitude and saying, I'm not going to work 5 seconds after my shift is done, right? Like, nobody wants to help that person. Nobody wants to spend extra time helping that person out. Make sense? Even look at what's happened with Terry Wade. So Terry, this is a great example. Terry is a part of my Movie Makers program. He's always giving love. He's always giving positivity. He's always, every time you see him on camera with the rest of the group, he's jumping up and down, spazzing out, which is amazing. You know, he's always got my books on the background behind him. He's always looking for ways to help others, to serve others, to give value to others, like always. He's been coming to the stream very consistently. He's been helping give love and support and ideas to the people who showed up here. And when I decided to move my stream, or Mark decided that he didn't want to do the stream because he wanted to make it about him, which is great. Like, oh, I can move my stream somewhere. I thought of Terry. I messaged Terry today and I said, hey, Terry, what are you doing on Clubhouse with the streams? And now we're looking at this opportunity, and we're going to get something up hopefully pretty soon. But why? I could have given it to anybody, right? There's so many people who would love to do it. People hit me up all the time asking, hey, do you want to do this in our club? Why would I go to Terry's club and do it? Terry's club is, to be honest, a lot smaller than a lot of the people, right? Terry's club is just getting started. It's small. It's a startup. I could go into much more established clubs and say, hey, do you want to do this thing together? Why choose Terry? Because I like Terry. Because Terry's showing up. Because Terry's been an amazing part of the community, right? So same thing for you. If you're going off to your job and you're complaining and you're tired and you're not working harder, and they ask you to do something and it's 2 minutes after your shift ended and you say no, like why would they want to help you get faster and do better, right? Respect is earned. So you have to show them that you're worthy of their respect. And then they'll bend over backwards to help you because they like you. That's the key. I don't remember what the issue was with Subway, but perhaps it was speed. I remember, Morbius. It was speed. Is that you weren't going fast enough? I remember. Okay, but this becomes important. Like when you get feedback as to why it's not working out, you got let go of your job. You need to remember why. That's how you get better. If you don't take the feedback and use it to improve, you never get better. The issue was you were not going fast enough. You can go back and watch our old live streams if you want the confirmation, if you want to see kind of what you said, because the chat is saved too on the old streams. You can go back and watch it if you want. But yeah, you were not fast enough, and they let you go. They expected you to go faster. So this is a theme now. So there's something about the work there and how you're showing up that it's not fast enough. So can you get better? What are the hacks? And there may be hacks that you're just not doing, that other people are, that you can learn, or there just might be something with you that this kind of work, you just pick it up slower. So you're going to have to work harder and spend extra time so that you can pick it up better. That's all. So I like Clubhouse, using it to generate discussion, visibility, encouragement to go to the website. Clubhouse, Instagram, YouTube, primary platforms, linking back to the website and the mission. I'm definitely interested in growing it as a platform. Okay, so the other thing to think about, Terry, is to get ambassadors for the club. And one of the things on Clubhouse, I mean, Clubhouse has lost a little bit of steam over the summer compared to where it used to be. But there's still people who care about the live conversations, which I know you're doing and you should keep doing. But for the streams, I see the streams having a ton of potential and people doing more and more and more and more of them. Having to be a place that people come to listen while they work, right? You could build ambassadors for the club who have an audience, who then show up and also get some followers from being part of the ambassador network. So for example, what I could do is, and I have done in the second ad break, I haven't sent this one to you yet, but on the second ad break, I say, hey, if you like this content and you want to see more of it, please give the Unbreakable Stories Club a follow, as well as all the people who are up here on stage. Now, we could call them something. You can call them ambassadors. You can call them your supporters or advocates or whatever. But the idea is that, hey, then all these people show up every day and lend you their accounts so that they can grow. Like, they get passive growth on the platform, and they're lending their followers to you as well. So it's building, and it takes some time, and it takes some building of connections. That's why I was asking, like, how important is this to you? Because this doesn't happen overnight. But if you had a bunch of people, one of the things that worked out really well with Mark was also hiring Mark had a virtual assistant team that were pinging people on stage. So it was looking at, hey, anytime somebody came in who had 10,000 followers or whatever, we invited them on stage. And Mark was doing that personally himself, but he eventually had some assistants, I believe in the Philippines, who were doing it for him. And it led to him talking with Grant Cardone and talking with Les Brown and being invited to go to Les Brown's event that just happened in New York, right? Because at the time, Les had no idea who Mark Jager was, but Les knew who I was, and Grant knows who I am, and they were in the club listening, because we did a top 50 rules of Grant and a top 50 rules of Les, and it led to connections from Mark, right? That then led to speaking gigs from Mark. So using it as opportunities to build your network. And so anytime somebody comes into the room who's got a certain following, you invite them on stage, and then in the ad breaks, you're saying, hey, if you like this, make sure to follow the people who are here in the room. And what it does is also, that's the hope somebody shows up, but people will. Like, some people, the people who follow me will show up. But then there's the proactive of actually reaching out to people and say, hey, be a part of our daily stream. Come in and lend your account to us. And every 40 minutes, every hour, we're going to do a call out to say, please follow all the people who are up here on stage, as an opportunity for people to passively grow their accounts and lend support to the club that you're trying to build. You can only do so many, right? Like, if you have 100 people on stage, people aren't going to follow everybody on the stage, so you have to be selective with who comes in, and ideally people who already have some kind of following. But if you launched a stream, and people know that every day with Evan Carmichael, you're going to launch a stream, and this is where you're using my name and my brand to start building some extra credibility. But every day we're going to launch a stream with Evan Carmichael. It's going to be about success in some format. Do you want to lend your name to it? And we're going to encourage people who are listening to then follow you. Can you come every day and support? Right? How does that sound? I went on a little rant there. I just went in a circle. I'm going back to my torches. Okay, what do we got? A good guy. Okay, Morbius. Oh, Mala in the house. Hello, Mala. Hey, sorry missed that. Welcome, Mala. Good to have you back. Morbius. A good thing is that the guy doesn't seem to be angry about the time when I refuse to clean the floor. I told him if he doesn't like something about what I do, he should tell me so he doesn't hold on to it. That's great. You know, you had that one moment and it was a letdown. You can choose to show up better the next day. And that becomes a challenge. Like every day to show up a little bit better. So you didn't get fired over it, so now you got another shot. And this is now where you earn his trust, right? You earn his trust. You earn his trust by doing the work. What you should do, you want to earn the trust before your shift ends. Like, hey, my shift is going to end. Is there anything else you need me to do? Can I help with something else? And if that takes you 15 minutes over your shift, who cares? Right? Help. Be their chief goal officer. Help him get the stuff that he wants done. And you're going to get a lot more support, a lot more promotions, a lot more opportunities, a lot more growth than if you just clock the hours and say, okay, it's 5 o'clock. I'm going home. Make sense? Umut, Terry Wade, is there any links you can provide me to follow? We should probably create something too, to be honest, Terry. You should have that on unbreakablestories.com so you can just send people. Before I worked at a supermarket for 1.5 months, I guess more. It was easier physically, but not the best either. Easier physically, but I was a cashier and had an opportunity to sit. The sitting, standing thing, you'll get used to it. Again, like when I was a landscaper, I vomited for the first week every day. And then by the end of it, I got used to it. Yeah, you'll get used to, your body will adapt. You'll get used to it if you really want to. That part's not the problem. Going fast enough is a problem. Your attitude and mindset, definitely a problem, right? Saying that you'll do extra work, you'll stay later, you want the opportunity to learn and grow and improve. The mindset, that's definitely a problem. You're tired after 3 or 4 hours, you'll be fine. You'll get it. Your body will adapt for sure. Zan the man in the house. Hey Zan, welcome aboard.
Oh,
I was gonna message you, Zan, because I know you had to step out. I was a little worried about you, because I know you kind of came. You started a little late, and then you had to step out and came back and put you in a room, which is not usually what happens. So I just wanted to check in and see how you're doing. Movement Makers was off the chain. Movement Makers' family. It was a lot of fun this morning. We went a little over in terms of the content. Gave 6 ideas instead of 3, but it was fun. It was fun. I love Movement Makers. You guys are the best. I always get pumped. I always get nervous. I always get excited. I always get pumped. It's just a good group of people. It's a good group of people. Drew got the story tell too, which is always fun.
I mean, I think I said all of 10 words.
Listen, those are 10 important words. You got to not make fun of me. You got to, I don't know. You got to help show the weak side, which is great. I like it. It was fun. Let's get some of this in here. I lost internet connection. Oh, that's what happened. Vegas is super hot and is messing with internet connections. Dang, man. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I was like, what? Where's Zan? And then you came into the breakouts late, but I put you into a room. Anyway, glad you're back. Glad internet is happening for you. That's what happened. We got 14 ancient debris, Drew. Woo!
14. Oh, snap.
14. I don't know. That doesn't divide by 4 nicely, so I might have to stick around.
Let's see.
I need 2
am
more.
now, let's see, 11, 12, 13. I am now also at 14.
Oh, there you go. Do you get your achievement? Does it count?
I don't know. I have to like take it all back to base, and I had to go back. I went to my Enderman farm to mend up.
Oh yeah, there you go. You don't have to pay for that.
Nope, don't have to pay for that.
Don't have to pay for that. He built it.
But
Drew's in the house. Drew is in the house. Yeah, Drew. Hey Zan, Drew. Send Drew love. He got COVID, but he's feeling better.
oh, he's aware.
Oh, he's aware. All right.
Somehow I got pulled onto a call with him and Bonnie two nights ago.
Somehow? What do you mean somehow?
Bonnie started messaging me. It was kind of late, and I was like, if you're already on a call, let's just get this knocked out. And
Okay.
basically, they were having Kajabi issues as per
usual. So
okay. Of course, I'm the one they call.
Drew can figure things out. That's the reputation he's built for himself. Drew will figure things out. If he doesn't know, he will know.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's one of the many reasons why we love Drew. I'm at Trader Joe's with wifey. Oh, nice. We don't have Trader Joe's in Canada. What's the go-to at Trader Joe's? What's the must-have for you, Zan? Drew, do you shop at Trader Joe's?
So, one of the big sells for us living in the area that we do is we have a Trader Joe's, a Whole Foods, and a Kroger within a half-mile radius of us.
I don't know what a Kroger is either. It's another grocery store?
Yeah. So basically, we have all the varieties of grocery stores.
But Trader Joe's is healthy stuff, right? It's like a Whole Foods, or no?
I don't know how to best describe. So Trader Joe's is an entire their shop is entirely private labeled. And
their own stuff.
Yeah, they only sell their own stuff.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
And what people have noted is that, so one, they do tend to sell organic, non-GMO, that kind of stuff. So from that perspective, they're definitely better than the normal grocery store.
Okay. But why do you love Trader Joe's?
Why do I love? I'm nonpartisan. My wife is more into that kind of stuff than I am.
Oh, okay. Well, what does she love about you? What's her go-to? She's always gonna come back with this item from Trader Joe's.
I think for us, a lot of it's funny. The majority of what our go-to we get every single time that we're there are tends to be the Asian frozen food.
Asian frozen foods, and it's all store brands, their own brand.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go. If I go to Trader Joe's, that's what I need to buy. Zane, what's your go-to? Zane, how is their sweet potato pie? How's their sweet potato pie, Zane?
Sweet potato pie.
How is it? Can you buy Trader Joe's sweet potato pie, or is that not?
I have no idea.
She loves the lemon pasta.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
now,
they're big on pastas. So.
That would see. I'm half Italian, and my mom and her parents would make homemade pasta sauce, the whole deal. So, or the whole 9 yards, as Zane would say. So I'm a little bit of a pasta snob. I have a hard time eating pasta out. So that would be very interesting. I might have to go and ask for the lemon pasta. That's gonna be a. It's just a higher bar on the pasta than other items. So, all right, okay, lemon pasta. I like it. Here it's Whole Foods Markets and Wegmans or Costco. See, we don't have a Wegmans either. We have Costco.
I'm not familiar with Wegmans.
You're not familiar with Wegmans?
That's probably a West Coast thing.
Ah. Where's home? Where's home for you, Terry? I haven't had sweet potato pie since before our 90-day challenge. Wow. Wow. Wow, Zan. I like it, dude. Yeah, Terry Wade joined in on the challenge, too. That was fun. I miss Terry's videos of him on the bike every day posting about the bike.
Oh, yeah, the bike.
Terry was crushing on the bike. 90-day challenge with Zan the Man. And Evan Carmichael. That was great. Every now and then you got a little glimpse of what you could see on his screen on the bike. But I liked it. That was good. That was fun times. The 90-day challenge. I live in Virginia, just below Washington.
That feels like forever ago.
Okay, wait. Yeah, so Virginia's not West Coast. Where's Virginia? Is it?
No, Virginia's East Coast.
Right. Okay. Okay. So they have a Wegmans. I didn't think he was on the West Coast. I don't know my U.S. geography. I apologize, guys. Just below Washington D.C. Is that where you can cross the border?
What?
Not the border, like the Canadian border, but Washington D.C. is tiny.
Washington D.C. No, Washington D.C. is like
It's really close though, isn't it? Wait, isn't there that where the huge funeral, like a huge graveyard is? Military graveyard?
I mean, there is a military graveyard in DC, yes.
No, in Virginia. Isn't it across? What's it called?
So DC is like on the corner of Maryland Maryland? What is it? Washington, DC.
LOL, no, it's called the DMV DC, Maryland and Virginia.
Yeah.
Mala says, can you suggest ways to fix my morning routine if I miss any one of them my day off? The most important thing is get back on the next day. I mean, don't expect to be perfect. We talked about this a lot in Movie Makers today, but
we talked about this all morning.
it was a good topic this morning. Like, don't expect to be perfect. Even on the days where you're doing the morning routine, you may miss some of the chunks. Don't expect to be perfect, and then get up and do it the next day. You know, whenever I shared a whole bunch of things where I was behind, and everybody, even high achievers, have not followed through on projects that they said they were going to do, haven't stuck to the schedule as much as they'd like to. The trick is just to catch it sooner. The difference between somebody who's on a high achiever level and just regular people who don't do their goals at all is that when you have a setback like that, like you haven't done your morning routine, you don't let it kill your whole week or your whole month or your whole year, right? You don't wait till your birthday to then do the next thing. You get back up and you just go do it. And the next day is a good start, but even better is, okay, I didn't do my morning routine, I'm still gonna have a great day. And one of the comments that people liked the most, at least in the feedback, was the idea of the pillow test, which is before you go to sleep tonight, when you put your head on your pillow, ask yourself, have I made myself proud of my effort? And if not, you can always do something. Even if you had the worst day, you slacked off, you didn't do any of your goals, you can still do something to end the day strong. So instead of waiting until tomorrow, make sure you pass the pillow test tonight. Okay, back to driving. Love you guys. Be safe and good. Much love, Zan. Much love. Thanks for popping in. Morbius, I'll be having 3 10-hour shifts in a row a day. I feel after tomorrow, not sure how I'll handle it, but I kind of feel that I can survive it. Plus, after that, I'll have 3 free days. Yeah, so this is your chance to start building up your stamina, right? You'll get it. You may be tired the first. Oh, there's so much lava here. You may be tired the first time you do it, but you'll get there. You'll build the stamina. Make sure you get some sleep. You'll get it. So much lava. All we want is ancient debris.
Oh.
Non-reactive me.
What's non-reactive? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, the opposite of what I just did.
What is that?
I reacted. I was very slow on getting that lava. Look at how big that pool is. Non-reactive. Wait, are you talking about a person? Like a drug?
I'll talk to you after.
Okay. It just means you don't have a reaction. I think. I don't. You can tell me the context later. Okay, Terry, East Coast. Arlington! That's what I was thinking. Arlington! Where the cemetery is.
Yeah, Arlington Cemetery, yes.
That's a big military cemetery, isn't it?
Yep.
See? I knew it. And it's just across the bridge of the border. It's super close to Washington, D.C., is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's where they have all of their, like, big events. When, I mean, I guess event is not the right word, but ceremonies.
Memorial services.
Are you
Yeah.
looking for netherite?
Yeah, I was just looking for more ancient debris. There's been a lot of questions today, so I'm doing something that's easier. What am I looking at? What's that? Is that mine?
That's mine.
You have total antibody?
What does that mean?
Total antibody. I think that means that you have like it's good. What's mine?
Your same thing.
I have total antibodies?
Yeah.
Yes. How did I get total antibodies?
Didn't
Wait,
you
is
get
that
the
because I'm
vaccine?
vaccinated?
Derpader. That's like the whole point of the vaccine.
Oh. I thought maybe I was.
You thought you were extra special.
Exactly. It's like, yes, I just naturally have COVID antibodies. Let's go. All right. Well, I don't.
We will get infected.
Does that mean you don't get infected? I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean you can't not get infected. It just means that your higher likelihood
Yeah.
that you're gonna fight it off.
Okay, Drew says it doesn't mean you're not going to get it. You just have a higher chance of fighting it off.
Yeah. So basically, like.
But it did say total antibodies, which makes me happy.
I have no idea what that means.
Well, you know, it says total, so it means something good.
Okay, let's fingers crossed for tomorrow.
Fingers crossed. I like it. Yeah, we're kind of worried about crossing the border and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the cases look kind of scary. Says the guy who caught COVID.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like we overblow everything just because we can.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see. We're going to California, which is not as bad, I think, as the others.
I mean, they're more on lockdown, I believe.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean,
So-
yeah, we'll see.
Where
Okay,
do you actually come into the States?
We're flying to LA,
Uh-huh. Oh,
And then-
okay.
and then it's a private charter to Final Destination.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So you get to fly in style on the back end.
Well, I'm not leading the private charter.
What?
Well, I was invited to join someone else's private charter. Like, all right, I'm down. Let's go. You got space for me, Nina? Yes.
I'm confused.
So we're doing our big meetup,
Yep.
and a couple of the people are flying in on their
On their jets.
either on their jet or private, like a
Yeah.
charter. And a couple of them invited Nina and I to join them.
Hmm.
So that's what we're doing. So we're flying to LA,
And meeting up with the private charter there.
yeah, and then flying in the next day there. That's the
Okay.
goal. Haha, I'm back. Had to do another errand stop. I love it. Okay, so Terry, what do you think about the idea? Did I miss it? What do you think about the idea of having ambassadors who have, you know, some sizable following, who are committing to coming every day and just sitting in the room? And the ask is, you know, support what we're doing, but also every, you know, hour, Evan's going to say, please support the people who are here on stage. I might have missed your answer because I know I fell a little behind on the chat, but let me know what you think. I like the ambassador idea. Okay, so does anybody come to mind? I mean, I'd be thinking you need people who are in 5 figures on follower accounts, I think, as a starting point. Who'd be willing to just park their account there every day to support. Zane, I have a question. I already know the answer, but just want to hear Evan tell me. Okay. What do you got,
Okay.
Zane? What do you got, Zane? My voice just cracked as I laughed and said that. Let's go, Zane. What's the question? He just wants to hear me answer it. Morbius. I remember when I came home after my first or second shift, I would still hear all those beeping and booping in my head that I used to hear in the McDonald's kitchen. Okay, yeah, I mean, this new environment, it's going to happen. If I will handle... Mala says, yes, that's right. Thanks, have a good night. Okay, Mala, you got it. Come back on... oh, no, we're off for a while. Next Monday, a week Monday. I would love to hear the update. If I handle working at McDonald's for 6 months and save all the salary for each month, I'll make approximately $3,000. All right. And then what's the plan for that $3,000? Well, you invest in it, you're spending it, you're using it. How are we gonna leverage that $3,000 to turn into something even bigger? What's the game plan? What was I pulling out? I think it was this one. Oh, I don't have a spot for it yet. I think I have a box. There we go.
Okay, so if I've got 3 ingots
Mm-hmm.
and 3 scraps back at the base, and I have 9 ores with me, then that should give me what? 9.
So to ask math questions. Where's our guy? Where's our gold guy?
I think that's enough.
Morbius, the question is, would it be a smart move to make this amount of money? I don't know. It all depends on what are you going to do with the money. What's the plan? What's the plan for that money? Money is a tool, right? It's a very powerful tool, very helpful tool, but it's a tool. So look, I have my tools here. Here's an axe. Here's a netherite axe. So is it worth it to get a netherite axe? I don't know. What are you going to use it for? Same thing with money. What does that $3,000 mean to you? What are you going to use it for? Okay, we're gonna head back. We're gonna head back. We had how many did we get? Hold on. How many did we pull out? Ancient debris times 14. So we didn't quite get enough, but we're gonna head back. We're gonna head back. I think I need to find a new spot. I think we've tapped out. Every direction I went in is lava, so I think that's it for this spot. I'm gonna have to find a new fishing hole to get around.
That's why I went elsewhere, because I felt like the other place that I was mining it, I felt like I had gone so far in so many different directions that it wasn't very efficient.
But not efficient, or you just hit like I can't go further. It just feels like there's lava in every direction.
I mean, I probably could. So when you exit the like building in the Nether, I left a bunch of torches that kind of like charts the path on how you get down to the area. But I felt like it also intersected with your place to some extent.
Oh,
so.
Maybe. I mean, I dug a lot. So I guess we'll see. Okay. Luis in the house. Hey, Luis, welcome aboard. Welcome back. Terry, I've ran some streams and noticed a couple big accounts parking on stage overnight. I can look into opportunities of people willing to park their accounts on stage. I'm sure there are a few to encourage. Yeah. And honestly, I think there's even a model. This is again back to the question: how seriously do you want to take this? I think there's a model to even run their accounts, where you ask for their credentials and you log in as them. You know, like you're gonna use my account to run the stream, to make it even easier, so they don't have to be on themselves. You just run their account, and whenever they need their account back, they can take it back. But I think starting to think about that, like I think we'll run our tests and see how it goes. But we've already had some data on it, right? And we've already seen that people like it. It's not just a concept anymore, because we've been doing it for a while. But the key is going to be, yes, the consistency, yes, the calls to action, but getting people in the room and committing to showing up to leave their accounts. And knowing that this is not they're not expected to participate, right? This is just leave your account and listen in. So building that network, I think, could be really helpful. I'm starting a YouTube channel around dating and relationships. I'm going live every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Should I start a new channel because I'm expecting a different audience to show up than my normal personal development audience? Oh, that's the next question. The reason why I'm thinking on it is because there's so much personal development that goes into relationships. And it really just depends on what you want to do on the coaching. You know, for example, if you help them figure out their who and their why, even if they don't have ambitions to serve the world, knowing that somebody's who is trust, for example, serves obviously in building a business and in hiring the right people and working with the right companies, etc., because trust really matters. But it also impacts the relationship. If you ever do something that's against trust, you're going to cause a lot of conflict and harm. So I think if you're going to go down that path, then I think it fits. I think it could actually be the same channel, and the relationships are a series on the channel. If it's going to be completely different, then it's a different channel. So it's more about the methodology. If you're going to use similar methodology for different groups of people, then it can fit. If you want to just niche by types of people, like thought leaders go here and relationship people go here, then it's a different channel. Does that make sense? And it works for all of your models. Like if you're looking at your fear zone, comfort zone, scare, I forget the models, but you know, you escape the zone. That can apply to relationships just as much. But are you going to use it? If you're using the same models just to solve a different problem, it fits. If you're using different models and it's a different audience, then it doesn't fit. I also wouldn't do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's just a bad schedule. It's too clumped. Woohoo, yes, I'll keep everything under Zan the Man. But the key thing is using the same model. Like if you go through the who for everybody who comes through your dating and relationships, it works. If you don't, it's a lot harder to make the connection. Like, what is this guy, what are they doing? It's your job to elevate it beyond just being thought leaders and relationships. That it's about life and how these models can apply everywhere. A lot of people use my books in leadership. A lot of people use my books in teaching kids. A lot of people use Built to Serve in relationships. It's a great relationship tool. It's not why I wrote it, but a lot of people are using it that way. So if you want to use it that way, it can really help. If you're not going to make the connection, then it's going to be confusing for people. Was that the answer you thought I was going to give? I don't think that's the answer you thought I was going to give. Was that the answer you thought I was going to give, Zan? Did we help? Morbius. I'm not planning on working for more than 6 months there. Zan, when will you go live on IG? Zan, when are you going live on... I mean, I haven't been on IG for anybody, so I haven't seen what people are doing. I haven't gone live since Hayden's been here, but in September we'll be back. Zan's been on a bunch of my lives. Drew's been on some too. Doing a good job answering people's questions. All right, let's smelt up some ancient debris. Here we go.
How many did you end up with?
14.
Okay.
I think that's all I had. Yeah, I have 1 ingot on me, but I had 14. I mean, I have netherite everything. It's just more about getting Nina some stuff. And actually, I think I have a full backup set of netherite too.
Of course you do.
Let's go look at my backup. Let's go look at my backup. But my backup is just diamond. So, yeah. My backup is half netherite. So my backup is all netherite, and then my backup is half netherite. So
Well,
if I use 4 ingots, I'll have a backup all netherite. Or I'll give some to Nina too. All right. Yeah, I have a lot of netherite.
Oh my lord.
But also, I bought a bunch of it because my nephew, I mean, I was getting ripped off on the pricing, but I was supporting him too. He was buying my TNT and then going off and blowing up the nether, and I would then buy back the netherite at a premium. At a premium.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. I was losing a lot of money on that, but supporting the local economy.
Well, I have 6 ingots now.
All right.
So that's at least 1 full set.
My thought was your main channel is Evan Carmichael and your gaming channel is Evan Carmichael. Yeah, so the difference there was saying I have too much content. This could fit on one channel. Like the stuff I'm talking about is still entrepreneurship. Now here on the gaming channel, there's a mix because it's also a little bit of gameplay, but for the most part, people ask me entrepreneur-related questions. So it could fit. This could be a series on my main channel if I wanted it to be. The difference is I just have too much content. You know, we're doing 20, 30 videos a day across all the channels. So there's just too much content to fit on one channel. If you're making, you know, I know you haven't been, until you're making one a day, I wouldn't worry about multiple channels. The only thing for multiple channels is it a different audience, right? Different audience, different channel, same audience, same channel, until you're getting past 1 a week. Then you're taking YouTube content creation very seriously, right? If you're at daily plus content, it's become very serious, and that's where you need to really be looking at the data. Get someone like Drew to help out. Luis says, Evan, do you think like some political consultants about TikTok for political content is not the right one? Or do you think there's an opportunity there in that social network? Oh, there's tons. Why? What? Listen, wherever there is attention, you should be. A politician, an entrepreneur. If your target audience is there, marketing 101 is be where your customers are. So there's a huge opportunity to be on TikTok if you're a politician. There's lots of people there who can vote. It's not just super young people now. And if everybody else is not there, that's an easy chance to win. So my thought process is model success and let the audience decide. Umut says, peace out. Hey, much love, Umut. We'll see you in a week. Let the audience decide. Well, you just have to guide. The difference then is you have to guide them. You have to make the connections clear for them. That this is the same process that applies to life, to relationships, to business, to everything. You have to make that connection, because if you don't make the connection, it's not going to fit. It's not even the audience deciding. They won't understand, why is this guy talking about this? They won't watch the other video. So it's just on you to go in thinking, I have this methodology, it applies, and then underneath it is all the other models, right? But if you start with everybody figuring out what their who is and their why, what was their most painful moment in their life? You don't, like, think about it. If you're in a relationship and you understand what the most painful moment in the other person's life is, that gives you a big window into what they're insecure about, what they need help with, where they need some support. So if you go through that process with everybody, then underneath that, all the other models fit. But there's that consistency, then it makes sense for the audience. It's more a decision for you to make that connection in every video you're making. And if you're not going to, then start off with a different channel. Good evening to you, Umut. All right, guys. Hey, it's 8:01. I got to fly. Appreciate the love. This is our last stream for a week and a bit. We're back on 1 week from Monday. Assuming everything goes well and I get across the border and we're all healthy and all that. So thank you for the love. I'm going to miss you. Hopefully you have some saved up questions for when I get back, and you take the energy from the stream and go do something, most importantly. When I come back, Drew's going to have the epic roller coaster built, and that's going to be amazing.
Oh boy.
And we're going to go, I haven't seen it, so we're going to all go explore it together live on this stream. Anyway, appreciate you guys. Have a great close to your week. Continue to believe. We'll see you soon. Much love.